We are headed to Cracker Barrel. The entire Halloween 2024 line is ready. It's set up. I checked a couple of days ago and there was literally nothing. And the thing with Cracker Barrel is they put everything out all at once. So it's not staggered. Whenever Halloween hits, it's the entire line. I can't say that we're going to see everything because they do have some pieces that are online only, but what I'm hoping to see is the ghost or the ghost with the lantern and ghost of darkness, I think is what it's called. And then also the witch with the lantern. I completely missed those last year. So if I get to see those in person this year, I mean, that would be it. That's really the only two things on the top of my list for this season. Some of the things that I love from this line, just right off the bat, that I look for every single year are their water globes. So we saw a return of the witchy TV. This one is really cool because not only does it have glitter in it, but it has like a metallic glitter. So it makes it look very spooky, static-like. The skeleton beverage that had the slime green glitter in it, and then also the tree. That one, loved it. There were so many places that I could think of in my house. Honestly, there isn't a single place that I don't think that it would fit in. So that was top out of all of the glitter globes that they had this year. Had a lineup of Scooby-Doo stuff, and all of that was glow in the dark. Big fan of anything glow in the dark. We had an adult size hoodie and a hat, and then there were some t-shirts that I think were kids to maybe like teenagers, and there were parts on there that also glowed in the dark. The Beetlejuice plushie, so freaking adorable. I was really hoping that we're gonna start to see more and more Beetlejuice stuff, especially since we're getting the movie Beetlejuice this year. And since we are just right at the beginning of Halloween home decor hunting season, hopefully this is a good sign that we're gonna see a lot more to come. Had a couple of books. One was an Edgar Allan Poe, and then the other was a haunted hotels, I think is what it was, or just like haunted places in general. Their salt and pepper collection, this year I caved. They got me. I held off from previous years. I was like, I don't need it because I have a pepper grinder and then I have a nice little container that holds my salt. I don't need it. But the bats, the hanging bats, they're so freaking cute. I mean, the vampire laying in the coffin was also adorable, but I figured, you know what, we're just gonna start with one. This is gonna be the beginning though, right? Like every single year. Now I'm just gonna add on to it, and I'm just gonna have this huge salt and pepper collection. There are worse things that could happen. The spooky tree, we had a skull on the top with some bats spinning around it. There was a lot of really unique pieces for ornaments too. They had some classic ones that have been there before, but if you like adding ornaments to your spooky tree every single year and not just getting a huge container of ones that are very, very similar, like the bulbs and stuff, you want something that's special, unique to this year. They have some really cool ones. But having said that, I got to see all three of the pieces that I wanted to see. First up was the witch. Was not expecting it to be that big. Like in my mind, I for sure was gonna get this if I saw it in person. And then once I saw it was like, okay, now where would I put that? I'm sure I would shuffle things around and find an area for it, but it just threw me a little bit. Like, wow, that is really huge. So I had the tall witch and then the smaller one. Loved both of them, but the ghost of darkness, that one got me through and through, especially with the fact that they had this little light puck that they threw in the middle of it and it cycled through the lighting. So freaking cool. I was like, okay, if I love it this much in the middle of the day, imagine what this is gonna look like in my house, surrounded by spooky things in the evening. Honestly, I'm leaning towards having it in my kitchen or my movie room. Just with the lights changing colors and everything, I feel like it would really, really pop there. So the other ghost with the lantern was really, really cool too, but the ghost of darkness, That was my favorite. Didn't need to think much more. My partner was with me too, and they were like, okay, we're getting this, right? Like, there's no way we are leaving this behind. So we both really loved it. We're like, yes, this is a staple in our house now. Oh, yeah. And then the skull globe that at first I didn't pick it up. I just kind of went around it, did some filming of it, and then my partner picked it up, and when we did that, it shook and all the glitter spun around it. That was really cool. We had some classic candles that returned to the cauldron with the spooky eyeballs in it, and then a couple of mugs, the ghost with the pumpkin, another one that came back. I mean, you can't go wrong with coffee mugs, so they can keep bringing these back every single year. They didn't really have that many of them out either. The person that was working there said everything was put up just yesterday morning, and everything that they have is out, not including the duplicates, obviously, but they don't have a ton of duplicates is what they were saying. So like, if you really love something, make sure you take it home. Like the Ghost of Darkness, it's in the trunk chilling. We're gonna go home and set it up like right now. I'm not messing around with that. It's coming out of the box. We're setting it up. Normally, I like to wait and kind of feel out what the themes are for every room in my house, but this one, it's fine. Like, it's gonna go with anything, so we're just gonna put it up, and if I need to change it around, I'll change it around, but it's not going back in the box. So this is the lighting thing that went inside the Ghost of Darkness multicolor LED light. There are like a ton of different settings that I can put it on. I liked the strobe, but after I figured out that I could just set it at one color, the red. That's how it's going to stay for this season anyways. Indoor outdoor use, so I can use it for other things. And I think it is a fun piece to have. I want a few more of them for some of the other ones that I'm going to put out, because this is going to be permanent. Like, these two pieces go together for me. It takes 3 AAA batteries in order to get it going, and then it has like a little remote control for it. Really easy to use. Just open it up, throw the batteries in there, and then set it to however you want. But yeah, there are a few other pieces, especially in my movie room, that I was like, I should have grabbed a couple more of these. And then the Hanging Bat salt and pepper shaker set. I don't know if I'm gonna use this as like a collector's item or if I'm actually gonna put salt and pepper in it, but it's gonna be a cute little kitchen decor. Oh my gosh, okay. This is adorable. So this one is the salt, I'm assuming. Is it 2 in 1? No, 2 in 3. Okay, so this is the pepper, and it just hangs like that. How easy is this to get out? Not too bad. I say that before I actually have it out. Well, the contents inside are not going to be spilling out anytime soon. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's like a double. I have no idea how I'm going to get that out. Okay, there is one of these little stoppers on the inside of it. Can you hear that? So there's like 2 of them in there. It must have got pushed all the way through. Is the other one like that? No. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get maybe like a small pliers to pull that out. But anyways, okay, so we have the 2 bats and the little holder that also has a bat on it. So until I figure out how to get that piece out of this, these are obviously just gonna be decoration pieces, which I'm fine with. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking cute. I love how these actually swing. I am gonna have to find a spot that it's gonna be a little bit secure in my kitchen because I can see my cats just having a fun time with this, knocking it off, crashing off of the table. Maybe I'll just leave it for tonight. We will figure out a spot for it another day. All right, ghouls, so that is everything for Halloween home decor hunting at Cracker Barrel 2024 edition. I hope that you had a fantastic time. As always, I did. Let me know, what was your favorite item that we saw this year? We'll be heading back out very soon, but until then, have a fantastically spooky rest of your night, and I will see you in my next video.